What's going on, everyone? Filthy Card Breaks here. Today we have a 34 card PSA reveal. These cards actually came from 3 separate orders that all were returned within about a week period. So I just waited till I got all three orders back. Overall, I sent about 100 cards to PSA between those 3 orders, but the majority of my cards I consigned with PC Sports cards to pay for the grading cost. So these are the ones that I kept and I did not consign. Included in that 34 are a handful of cards that are my buddies. We usually submit together to save on shipping costs because we live in the same city. So I've talked to him and he's going to let me share his cards because he's got some really nice stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to leave a link in the description below if you want to check out PC Sports Cards. I'm not affiliated with them. That's just who I use for PSA submissions. And I've always had good experiences with them. So if you want to check that out. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and dig into this. I'm going to start with Sonny's cards first, my friend. And he's got some gorgeous cards here. This first one is a Joshua Baez refractor auto, and he got the 10. This next one is a Brady House black-white Ray Wave, again another 10. Really nice card. And House doesn't have autos. It doesn't look like he's going to have autos in Bowman Chrome. That's coming up, at least as far as we know. So right now, the best you can do with him are Chrome parallels, and this is a nice one. Next up, we've got Eddie's Leonard. This is a yellow refractor out of 75. Sonny is a Dodgers fan, so this is a PC card for him. A pretty nice Leonard there, and another 10. I have to say, Sonny did much better than I did on the gem percentage. Across the 3 orders, I was right around 55%, which is not very good, to be blunt, considering these are all ultra-modern cards. But I was just happy to get the cards back. Okay, we'll keep going. Next up, we've got a 2021 Bowman Chrome Alexander Ramirez. This is out of 499. This guy also doesn't have autos yet, and he actually had a really good season, so his cards have been on the rise. So you can see Sonny's doing great right now. He is 4 for 4 with some really nice cards. Next up, we've got an auto. This is from 2022 Bowman, George Valera, and this one got a 9. It's kind of a little bit of a bummer. Sonny actually had he pulled 2 George Valera autos, and one of them did not have a chance at a 10, so we didn't submit it. But this one looked pretty clean, and we thought it had a chance. We submitted it, and he got the 9 on that. Next up are a couple of 2022 Bowman Mega Box Cleo Watsons. He got a 10 and a 9. I also submitted a couple Cleo Watson Mega Boxes and got 9s on mine, which I don't really understand. Historically, the Mega Box parallels grade really well because the background design kind of hides surface blemishes. And I have a centering tool that I check before I send these cards in, so the centering looked good on all of them. It's kind of a little frustrating that we went 1 for 4 on those combined. Next up is a Darrell Hernaiz. This is a Mega Gold Refractor. Those are out of 50. Really nice color match with the Baltimore Orioles there. Nice card. Another thing that they did that's weird is some of these cards are in these thicker holders, but it's not consistent. Like, this is a thicker card. It's a gold parallel, but there's some thicker cards that are not in this new holder. So I guess it just depends who's doing the slabbing that day. Next up, we've got a 2022 Bowman First Edition James Wood. This is the sky blue foil. Wood is a really highly touted prospect. He's massive. I think he's 6'7". Does it say on here? Yeah, 6'7", 240. So just a huge kind of Aaron Judge-like frame. And he's still really young, so it's totally possible that he's going to put on more weight and more height. He just turned 20, so he could even get another inch or 2 maybe, at least since his height was taken there. Next up is a really cool one. This is a Jordan Lawler Mega Box. This is the chrome short print. I don't know what it is now, but at one point the pop on this was I think 8, so it was very low pop. I don't know if it's changed since the grades popped, because that was a few weeks ago. But yeah, really nice card. I like that one. We'll throw him up on a stand. Couple more nice ones here. So this is a Pedro Leon. This is the short print. So it is his first Bowman, but because it's the image variation, they don't put the first logo on there, which is a little frustrating. The orange is out of 75. And we got the 10. Really nice card for Sonny. Okay, last one here is another Joshua Baez. This is the orange to go along with his refractor auto. This one got a 9, mint 9. Couple really nice Joshua Baez cards there. Okay, I'm just going to clear some space, put Sonny's cards aside, and then the rest of these are mine. So we'll go through these. I'll kind of give you my thoughts. This is a Michael Harris prospect auto. This is one. So in a previous video, I showed some refractor autos of his that I had bought on the secondary market. I actually pulled this in the video on my channel, and I didn't know how good it was going to do because the card has a dimple and a couple print lines. The surface is rough, to be quite honest. So I didn't know if this was going to get a 9, but it did. I was happy with the 9. I thought that was the very best this card could do. So happy with the 9. Nice Michael Harris. I actually bought another base auto of his that I'm going to be sending to PSA. If that one 10s, I'll probably keep the 10 and sell this one. But we'll see. Hopefully it does 10 and I can hang on to the 10, but we'll see with that. The next one is a guy that's been killing it this postseason, Jordan Alvarez. This is a Topps Chrome rookie auto. This is another card I pulled. Yeah, really clean. It got a 9. This card also had some surface defects, so I think a 9 is a fair grade. When I was sending it in, that's kind of what I was expecting. But I really like Jordan, and I wanted to have this card in case so I could display it. Got a couple more autographs here. This is Maximo Acosta. This is a prospect that I was really high on out of 2021 Bowman. He kind of had a back and forth minor league season. He started off really slow, and then for a month he was playing really well. Then he kind of ended the season a little slow again. But I did get a 10 on this. I picked this card up at a card show. So it's always nice when you can find a card, look it over, and then you send it in, and it ends up getting a Gem Mint 10. Next up is we've got a Jay Allen. This is from 2021 Bowman Draft. I'm throwing slabs, knocking stuff over. Jeez, sorry about that. This card, I got a 10. I opened this myself. I was happy to get the 10 there. I guess we'll bump off Maximo. And I'll try not to throw any more slabs. Okay, next up we've got a Throwback Thursday. CJ Abrams got a 10. I submitted several of these. I think I got 2 10s and 2 9s. I can't quite remember. But I wanted to hang on to 110. I like that set. Next is a card I hit in a break. He was very good this postseason. Oscar Gonzalez. This is the Speckle Auto out of 299 from 2020 Bowman. I was in a break that had 2020 Bowman, 2021 Bowman, and 2022 Bowman, and I specifically bought the Guardians because I like George Valera, Joinski Noel in 2022, and then Jose Tena in 2021. So that's why I bought the Guardians in this break. And then I ended up getting the auto from 2020. And then this guy ended up having a really nice rookie campaign for the Guardians. So this is one I'll probably hang on to and see how he performs. He didn't hit a lot of home runs with the big club, but if you look at his minor league stats, the guy's hit like 40 home runs one year in the minor leagues. So he definitely has power, and if he can develop that, against Major League pitching. A really promising prospect. Next up is a Andrew Vaughn. This is a Bowman Chrome Auto. We got the 9 on this. I thought this one had a strong chance at hitting a 10, but we did pull a 9. Have to see what the White Sox do. They're going to have a new manager. Vaughn was playing at first base, left field, kind of all over the place. So hopefully he can get a more permanent position and roll on that team and maybe flourish. Next up, we've got a Brian Rocchio. He is a shortstop prospect for the Guardians. The Guardians are actually very loaded with middle infielders, which isn't uncommon just because if you look at international signings or the draft, a lot of the times teams are drafting second basemen, shortstops, and center fielders just because those are generally the most athletic players on each team. So they have a higher chance of getting drafted. So you run into situations with the Guardians or the Tampa Bay Rays had this too with Wander, Vidal, and Taylor Walls, where you end up having a lot of really good prospects for middle infielders because in the lower levels, college or high school, that's where your best athletes play. So a lot of shortstops and center fielders get drafted. All that to say is Rocchio is very talented, but like I said, they've got a logjam at middle infield for the Guardians, so I'm not sure when he's expected to come up. Again, from that Throwback Thursday set, we got the Wander 10. I think I went 3 for 4 on Wanders, and I just kept this one, and I consigned the others. Next up, we've got the Sapphire Edition, Jake Fox, another Guardians player. I opened this one myself. It's the yellow out of 99, and it got the 9. This was my favorite card I submitted. It is the Throwback Thursday from the same set as the Wander and CJ Abrams, but this one is a variation. These are very short printed, and right now this is the highest grade of this card. There's 5 PSA 9s that have been graded, and there are no 10s. So really cool short printed Julio rookie. I like that one quite a bit. Next up, we've got a Manny Machado. I pulled this from the rookie card explosion box, and I did get a 10, so it's kind of neat to pull a card that's almost 10 years old at this point, submit it, and get a 10. I'm going to hang on to this. I think Manny has a great chance at being a Hall of Famer, so definitely going to hang on to someone who may be going into the Hall of Fame in their rookie card. Next up is another prospect auto. This is Miziel Urbina. This is the green out of 99. It's from 2021 Bowman Chrome. It was a redemption that I sent in. It took Topps 9 months to fulfill this redemption, but got it back and I got a 10. So pretty happy with that. I don't know a ton about this guy. I know he didn't accrue many stats last year, so I don't know if he was injured or maybe had some trouble, some visa trouble. If any of you guys are Twins fans and know, I'd appreciate the comments. Next up is kind of a similar situation to the Machado. Garrett Cole's a very good pitcher. Pulled his rookie card, got them at 9. And this card has one of my favorite things on the back. If you look at this, it says career chase. With 0 wins, Cole is 511 away from Cy Young's all-time record of 511. That always cracks me up. But I sent this in, I got a 9. It looked pretty clean, but happy with the 9. That's another one I'm going to hang on to because I think Cole could be a guy that ends up in the Hall of Fame. The next up is some PC cards. So if you follow the channel, you'll know that Ian Anderson was my main chase in 2021. He's a Braves pitcher. Unfortunately, Ian really struggled this past year, so hopefully he's still in the Braves plans. But here's some of the cooler cards I submitted of his. This is the super short print. It got a 9. This card's really clean on the front, but the back is super off-center, top to bottom here. So I was kind of hoping it would sneak through just because the front's very clean, but they caught it, and I can't blame them. It is very off-center. Next up, we've got the Independence Day parallel. So these are numbered out of 76, and that one got the 10. And then we've got maybe the most fun product from 2021. This is the Topps All-Star Rookie Cup. This is the orange foil fractor. It also got a 10. These are out of 25. And I actually got this in a trade from my buddy Mike. So Mike, if you're watching this, I really appreciate the trade. This is a gorgeous card that I'm very happy to have in my PC. Excuse me. Not used to talking this much. All right, we got just a few cards left here. Like I said, we've got the Obi-Wan. So this is one that's on normal card stock, but they put it in the thick holder. It's not a parallel. This is just the base Ben Kenobi from Star Wars Sapphire. My wife is a huge Star Wars fan, so we had fun going through the cards, and I submitted this one. We'll put Ben up on a stand. Next up is Carson Williams. This is a sparkle refractor. He is a prospect with the Rays. This did get a 10. Carson's actually hit really well in the minors, but he's striking out a ton. So if he can cut down on those strikeouts, I think he has the tools to be a really good prospect for them. Okay, just a few left. 2019 Topps. This is a Kyle Wright. This is the portrait short print. Kyle had a huge season this year, 21 wins, pitched really well. I submitted this a couple months into the season, and he was pitching well, and he continued that the rest of the way. He led the majors in wins, so very good season for Kyle. Excuse me. All right, two left. This is Cyril Gahn from 2021 Select UFC. Cyril is a heavyweight fighter with the UFC. This is a red disco out of 199. It's his rookie card, and he actually just fought for the UFC heavyweight title. He did lose, but it was a very competitive fight, so we'll have to see where he goes from here. And then last up is my favorite prospect from 2022, Bowman. This is a Ellie De La Cruz blue refractor. I was really bummed when this card got a 9. I thought it was going to 10 for sure. It was a very clean card. Well centered. I didn't see anything on the surface, but it did get a 9. So this is one I'm going to hang on to. I really like Ellie and his tool set. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I keep having to clear my throat. That's going to do it for the PSA reveal. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the thumbs up for me. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite card was. And also let me know who you're looking forward to seeing in Topps Update. That set comes out this Friday, and it has a tremendous rookie class. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate the support. Have a great week.